Quack, quack. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's having a happy Friday. Welcome back. Also, Scumfrog, hi! Welcome on in. Is this the first time that you're catching one of my streams? Oh, by the way, Scumfrog is like a really cool Wastelander for any Wastelanders that we have here in chat. If you haven't met Scumfrog, he's an absolute the sweetest Wastelander ever, and I'm so glad that you're here. How's your Friday? Is your Friday treating you well? I hope so. I know that my Friday's been treating me decently. I think I mentioned the last like one of my last streams that I got sick towards the end of last week, so I've been like kind of recovering since then. I'm just kind of like not feeling super crummy, and like it's been a decent week. We had a nice storm come through the area, which is much needed, of course, right? But then also I got to like just have lazy days to just chill, and it was awesome. And also my Friday's been treating me pretty well too. I went walking with Violet earlier, and I collected a bunch of cute little flowers. If you guys want to see. It's so pretty, right? I saw these and I thought that they're just so cute. And so I picked a nice little bouquet of them so that way I could look at them while I'm doing my art stream tonight. It was very stormy the beginning of this week, but the rain has been super good to have finally. Nice! So you might also live in an area that like you guys could use the rain. You like my case too, the vase? Yeah, I know, the vase is really pretty, isn't it? I got it at a thrift store. It's just like when I saw it there, I was like, no way! Like this is like such a cute little tiny vase. I don't know why someone would give it up. It looks like kind of like a fossil. It's not a fossil, but it reminds me of it. It's really cool. Oh yeah, NorCal. It's been too dry here. Yeah, I'm also based in NorCal too, so yeah. We can, even though it's not as bad as SoCal is at times, definitely still could use the rain. Absolutely. Nice find. Heck yeah. Oh, dude, I loved it. I love it whenever I found that vase. I was just like, oh, that's coming home with me without question. It was like only like $1. And it's like clearly handmade. It's got someone's, like their stamp on it. So I was very much about it. But I hope, is everyone's Friday? Is you guys having a good Friday? Is it treating you well? Happy Friday. We finally had like really nice weather here, and so like Violet came up to me and asked for walkies, which she does in like the most adorable way ever. She knows that I know how to read her body language, and so like it's a very minimal amount of communication, but it's enough. It's like in the eyes where she's just like locks eyes with me, and I'm like, what do you want? Walkies? And then immediately she's just like, yep. And goes to the door and is like, that's exactly what I want, let's go now. Very nice. Now that you're off work for the week, it's very good. Nice. Heck yeah, dude. Cheers to that. I have a nice little beverage, an adult beverage that I'm drinking tonight, little like mango margarita type thing, for like that similar reason. I'm just like, hey, like let's like start the weekend with like a little bit of like a cheers, a little bit of celebration. I'm feeling pretty good with all the art stuff that I've been doing. Definitely a decent Friday. You're winding down. Might go to a Viking Fest tomorrow. Oh my gosh, that sounds so cool. Do you feel comfortable saying more about that? because that sounds so cool. I've heard some talks of a couple of different like Norse specific events. I forget what the one is that I've heard other Wastelanders talk about. If you feel all right with mentioning it on my stream, I would love to know which event it is. But if you also don't want to mention it on stream, that's also totally fine. But I know that like I've heard a couple of talks of like events like that, and like, I mean, for those that go to Wastelands, so like Scumfrog is also a Wastelander. Those that go to Wastelands know that our tribe is very Norse specific. It's not to say that a lot of us are very Norse with our aesthetics, but our tribe itself is supposed to be it's Norse, it's Viking, and so we obviously like that kind of stuff and like the mythology behind it all. And it's like, dude, that Viking festival sounds really cool. What's the name of it? Since you said you don't mind, if you don't mind talking about it, it's the Asheville OH Viking Fest, Ohio. Is that it? You've never been to this one. Nice. Heck yeah. I wonder if that's the same one that I've been hearing talks about. Ohio, yeah. Okay, cool. Dude, well, I hope that you have so much fun there, and I can't wait to see pictures after going to that event. That sounds like it's gonna be so cool. If you take pictures. Do you have a decent, like a nice kit that you're gonna be wearing for it? Or are you gonna be wearing your Wasteland stuff? Or kind of a combination of both? I know that for me, whenever I've been eyeballing a couple of like Ren fairs to go to, and I know for myself, I'm kind of considering bringing a little bit of a Wasteland flair to any of my Ren fair costumes. I haven't done it yet, but I'm curious if like with you going to your Viking Fest, if you're gonna kind of like add like a little touch of Wasteland, or if you have a different outfit for it. And also, you said that it's that you had never been to this one. I know I'm throwing a bunch of questions at you, but have you been to a bunch of have you been to some of these other Viking type of events? Because I don't know if the Asheville one is the one that I've heard about. I'm sure I could look it up because my friends were just talking about a different one, I think. You're probably just gonna have some Wasteland stuff. You don't have much Viking gear yet. Totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. No matter what, I can't wait to see the pictures after the fact, and I hope that you have a really fun time there. That sounds like so much fun. Let me see. I'm trying to look up, what is the one that people were just talking about? Norse Forged Gathering. That's the one that I'm thinking of. Norse Forged. Okay, so that's the one that my friends were just talking about. Not that I know anyone that's going to it, but that I think that the guy that runs the event came to Wastelands, like maybe not this last Wasteland, maybe it was the Wasteland prior, and came into our camp because he runs a Norse specific event called Norse Forged, and then we, being children of Aesir, having the Viking aesthetic, he was drawn to want to talk to us. And I don't think I was around when he came by, but sounded like a really chill dude, and also sounds like a really freaking cool event. I went and followed the event on Instagram. I have not been, and I don't have any plans in the near future to go, but it looks really freaking cool. So you've only been to one other Ren fair. You think there's a pretty big one in the San Diego area. A bunch of Wastelanders go to it. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, I'm from San Diego before moving up to NorCal. I think the one that you're thinking of might be the Escondido one. That was a pretty big Ren fair. I only went to it 1 year, right before I moved, actually. So like I didn't have a whole lot of like energy to put into an outfit because I was like about to move, and so it was just kind of like a last minute like, I guess I'm gonna go to this thing. So I think that it might be that one. Also, I had no idea that a bunch of other Wastelanders go to that. I don't think I ran into anyone when I went there, but then again, that would have been 4 years ago. I think I moved in 2021, so I think that it would have been right before then, so 5 years ago. That's really cool. Are you planning on making going to like Ren fairs and stuff a more common occurrence? Because I know that I am. I've been eyeballing a bunch of Ren fairs to go to, including there's one over in Tahoe that I've heard nothing but good things about, and I would love to be able to go to it at some point in time if things work out. I forget what time of year it is. I think that it's not the same weekend as Wasteland, but I think that it's like right around there. But I would love to be able to go to that. Is anyone else in chat? Have you ever been to Ren fairs? Does anyone else have any interest in Ren fairs? The Pleasure Fair is coming up. Yeah, I've heard good things about that one. Also, the name just threw me off the first time I heard about that Ren fair. But yes, that one's coming up. And I've heard really good things about that. I wonder why I haven't planned on going to that one. Probably money. Money would be it. You used to love Steel Fight at MRF. What is MRF? And is Steel Fight, is that a different live steel? You used to live steel fight at MRF? My goodness. Is that what I'm imagining? That you would actually... Are you talking about blacksmithing? I'm so confused. Are you talking about blacksmithing or like actual fighting? I'm curious. Tahoe is such an awesome area that you bet a Ren fair there would be great. You have not been, but may eventually try and make it out. Oh, dude, Tahoe is beautiful. Like, it's so freaking cool, and all like that area for a Ren fair would be awesome. I think that, funny enough, I think that the Ren fair out in Tahoe is called Valhalla Renaissance Fair. And I say funny enough because we have Valhalla who hangs out in chat sometimes. But I think that I'm pretty certain that's what it's called. And I've seen so many cool pictures, and I know of a few other Wastelanders that go to that one, actually. And also just Ren Fair in Tahoe, just in general, sounds awesome. Used to wear the full suits of armor and hit each other with real weapons at the Michigan Ren Fair. You would, Chad. Oh my gosh, that is so badass. That is so cool. So like pretty much like the Jugger fights at Wastelands, but with real weaponry. Oh my god, that sounds so cool. That sounds awesome. I love that so much, and there's pictures of it on your Instagram. I'm gonna Instagram stalk you later. I'm so gonna Instagram stalk you later. I want to see. I'm so curious about it. I'm right about the name. Yeah. Okay. So Valhalla Ren Fair. Yeah. And so eventually, I want to make my way to that one because it just seems so freaking cool. I just want to go to it. Wasteland used to have a gladiator cage where they did live steel fights. Is it the same as the Juggers? Or do the Juggers do... I guess I haven't really paid much attention to like what the difference is between a lot of the different types of fights, I guess. Is that not the same as what the Juggers do at Wasteland? Do they do different type of warfare? No, it was a different group. Jugger is a sport and a fight. Okay, no, it's different. It was a battle cage. Okay. Huh. I wonder... Battle cage. It's been a while since I've... Oh, I guess in the recent years there has not been that cage. But no, I do actually remember at Wasteland that cage that you're talking about. It was a whole setup and everything that like to keep the crowd separate from the fight itself. I remember that. That must have been... What, yeah, 19 was the last year you remember it? Yeah, I was gonna say it must have been like pre-pandemic because I started going in 2018 and I also went 2019, and so I remember seeing that. And you know, I didn't ever, I guess, fully put two and two together that I no longer saw it there, because I had seen like a couple of the fights that they would do, but I guess I haven't really tried going like after watching it, like after the first couple years, I guess. Personally, I just like ventured out. I was like, oh, there's other shinies amongst the wastes that I'd rather go explore more. So too many people got hurt and the tribe kind of fell apart and went their own ways. At least that's what you heard. You know what? I don't doubt it, because I remember watching those fights and thinking, like, dang, these people are taking a beating. Like, I'm surprised that no one is, like, getting seriously injured here. Like, that's... my body hurt just watching them. Those fights were brutal. And for those, anyone in chat that has not been to Wastelands, you should, if you're curious about it, you could look up, I think that's called like the Juggers of Wasteland or something like that, or Juggers of the Waste. And there's videos on YouTube of them fighting, and it's like Chad and Scumfrog mentioned, like it's an actual sport, and like people take it very seriously, and it's like, not just anyone can do it at Wasteland. Like, it's just that specific group that would host these fights. And those fights, dude, Scumfrog says it too, like, those fights were wild. Those were insane. Watching that. Oh my gosh. That was... It was for sure a unique experience for me, being, like, first time Wastelander. Back in 2018 was my very first year, and then second year still being like shell shocked from all the Wasteland just stuff, and so it was, I remember thinking like, wow, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things that they're trying to do, and I did not know how the heck they managed it with all that gear. And sometimes like they were going during the daytime, if I wasn't mistaken, like during the peak of the heat, which Wasteland easily gets to like 100+ degrees. It was insane. I don't know if they were still doing it on the 100+ degree days, but at least in like the 90-degree days, like that's just kind of like standard for Wasteland, is like bare minimum 90 for the most part. I think this last year we actually got down below 90. We're sitting around 80 something. Wow, Hotshot from your tribe used to be a jugger. Oh my god. That's so cool. That's so cool. I would not... I guess, like, knowing Hotshot, I could see that, but also I'm still surprised. That's so freaking cool. Do you guys have any videos of her fighting with them, with being one of the juggers? That sounds so cool. And the juggers have a league. Is it so? It's just like a whole big community around it. I take it that I have not. I'm not super like. I guess like clued in on that. There's a whole bunch to it. It seems she probably does. It's based off a movie. What movie? I guess I don't know the reference. All this time I have not known the reference to it. That's pretty cool though. And whatever it is, I take it is it post-apocalyptic-esque, or is it just the sake of that fighting style? Blood of Heroes, okay. Cool. I will have to look that up. Thank you for letting me know. Very post-apocalyptic? Alright, heck yeah. I'll add that to my watch list, because as we all know by now, most likely, very into post-apocalyptic stuff, and I'm very into Wasteland, and I will not stop talking about Wasteland probably ever, because I love it so much. And I've been going for a very long time now. So 2018 for me, that's now 8 years ago that I first got into Wasteland, and that's only when I first started going to it. I had already heard of it like a couple years before, but just didn't have the means to be able to go, but I knew that I wanted to go. Nothing wrong with enjoying and spreading the joy of the stuff you love. Oh, heck yeah, I know. I think that's for me, is just like, I love this thing, and so like I want to talk about it, and if other people want to hear me talk about it, then cool. I'm going to keep talking about it, because that's just, I want to keep talking about it. 18 was your first year too? Oh heck yeah, dude. Nice. So we've been going to Wasteland for about the same length of time, but I don't think that I met you until more recently. Not like maybe 3 years ago? Something like that. But that's really cool. That's speaking of Wasteland too, Speaking of Wasteland, I mentioned my last stream that I was gonna go find my Wasteland vest, and so I did. It was packed in with all my Wasteland clothes, as I expected it to be, and so I want to show you guys my Wasteland vest. The way it should be. That's like you nerding out about computer stuff. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, Valhalla's here just in time. I know, for the vest. Also, hello. I hope anyone that's just now tuning in, including Valhalla, I hope that you guys are having a happy Friday. I hope your Friday's been treating you well. This is my Wasteland vest. So this thing is freaking heavy, and you can see it is covered in trinkets and pins and patches and all sorts of cool things. I think there's even that little lantern right here. Where is it at? I think the battery is still good in it. Yeah, it is. All right. It's like kind of vaguely, how do I get it so it's not shining? You can kind of see it. You can't really see it, but trust me, the lantern is on. Oh, there, you can kind of see it there. The lantern is on. I just like that for when I'm walking about late at night at Wasteland. I just think it's really cool to have like a random little light. And this is the back of it. And we got a bunch more patches and pins and lots of cool things. I love this thing so much, but it's so heavy. Like, this thing has a lot of weight to it. But it looks really freaking cool. Hey! Chad just gave Valhalla a high five. Oh my gosh. Also, I just want to do a little shout out for our moderator, Chad, over here. He went and did a bunch of, like a whole overhaul on the chat commands in the, what is it, the StreamBot that I have. And so there's a bunch of new commands. I think that if you type !command or commands, I think that it'll show you all the available options, but there's a lot of like really fun ones. There's a lot of like ones to make it easier to clip my stream and all that. And by the way, this is because I'm multi-streaming, this is for the people that are on Twitch. Sorry, YouTube, you guys aren't included in this because yeah. But for those on Twitch, Chad did a whole overhaul with all the chat commands, and also little update too is I finally got my tip page set up, so if anyone wants to give me tips, it's there. You don't have to. I don't expect anyone to tip at all. Like, I don't expect anyone to do it, but it is there now, and it's like I did this whole like overhaul too on my about page. So that now it looks more official, and there's a bunch of new little sections, and it's just really, really cool. So yeah, also just shout out to Chad. Like, Chad's awesome. Chad's really awesome. And he did so much work today on setting everything up. So I just want to say I love you. I appreciate you. 8-Ball, will this backfire on you? The 8-Ball says, are you kidding? Oh my gosh. He's alright. Yeah, do you hear that, Chad? You're just alright. But you know what's not alright? It's my vest. Is like, this is pretty freaking cool. I have so much cool stuff on here. Like, this is the culmination of all of my years at Wasteland, collecting random pins and trinkets and patches everywhere that I can. And I think that how did this came up in conversation because we talked about Untitled Goose Game. Here is one of the Untitled Goose patches. Peace was never an option. And then down there, where is it at? Which way? Is the goose holding a stick of dynamite too. I think they have other ones on here too. I thought I had more. Oh yeah, there's another one on this side. I got a little pin. Where is it? Right there. Of the goose. It's kind of hard to see, but the goose is holding a knife in its mouth, just like in the game. I think that's it. I think those are all my goose ones. But I have so many cool ones on here, and I kind of have like a habit at Wastelands to collect any that have a black cat on it, because I have my black cat Boo, and it's just, there's so many that I have found over the years of just adorable little black cats that look like Boo, including this one. Also kind of Goose Game themed, where it's a cat holding a knife. Which way, how do I turn this? There we go. I love this vest so much. I love it so much. I've spent so, like, the amount of hand stitching everything on this onto this vest. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it so much. And it's also very heavy. I think my mic picked up the thud that made. You would love to know how much that thing weighs. Dude, I don't know. I will have to get you a weight, but next time I see you or at Wastelands, whichever comes first, I'll have you hold this vest, because it's crazy. It started out very lightweight, because it's literally just like a basic vest, and now it's just a monolith of a thing to have to wear. Oh my gosh. You ate a cup probably 12 inches tall, filled to the brim with a hot fudge brownie sundae. Oh, nice. That sounds like a very happy Friday right there. To have. Dude. That sounds so freaking good. I want that. I've been wanting to bake recently, and specifically I bought cocoa powder so that way I could bake some brownies, because holy heck, I want some freaking brownies. And that sounds amazing. Yes, it was great, except one tiny thing. You didn't have enough. Is that what you didn't have enough of it? You wish you had more, right? You're really lactose intolerant. I feel that. Cries in lactose intolerance. Yeah, I feel that. I have gotten really good. So I'm also lactose intolerant, and I've gotten really good with trying to come up with like alternatives for being lactose intolerant. Also, I really like to cook anyways, and so it's kind of gone hand in hand for me to be able to be like, oh, how do I figure out how to, make things that are safe for me to eat and make them actually taste good. Because also I can't have gluten either. Well, I shouldn't have gluten. Shouldn't. I still test the waters with gluten more than I should. But as I've had to learn how to get, how to make food that actually tastes good, because going out to restaurants is just not it when you're lactose intolerant and gluten-free, but also still a meat eater. It just doesn't, unless you just go out for sushi, you're probably gonna have a difficult time. At least where the restaurants that I would want to go to, or the areas in which I live and places I go, would be kind of difficult. Lactose intolerant equals the suffering flavor of regret. It tastes so good, but you will regret it later. Oh my gosh, I know. Thankfully, I mean, there is lactate for that. Is it too much effort to be like, oh, I should take a lactate for it, or is that just too much? I'm asking too much here. So I know for me that I'm lactose intolerant, but also I think that I'm partly allergic. At least this is how I've explained it, is that I'm partly allergic to dairy, because yes, there's the lactose intolerance, but then also I'll break out with cystic acne really bad along my jawline, and it just hurts so much. And so for me, I carry Lactaid with me, so in case I'm poisoned, I have Lactaid, so at least I cover, my bases there with that emergency. But then I know after the fact, I'm just oh, dang it, I'm gonna have acne for 2 months now. This is so great. So great. And then that's the thing for me that makes dairy not worth the risk personally, because listen, I don't know who here has had cystic acne, but it sucks. It is so painful. you'll sometimes be sitting there and like say like there's a zit right here, right? Which actually I think I did have like a zit here for a little bit, and you'll just be sitting there and say there's a zit there, and then suddenly the zit's just like, without you touching it, the zit will be like, oh hi, what's up, I'm here, did you know I'm here? And then just like shoot with like radiating pain. I'm just like, holy yeah, hi, that's so great, love that you're here. And it's just, it sucks. Cystic acne is awful, the worst. Yeah, it sucks, dude. I hope that no one has to ever deal with that, because it sucks. It was great though. You got an Italian cheesesteak sandwich from your family's restaurant, and it's literally connected to an ice cream shop, so you had no chance. I know. What are you to do in a situation like that? You got what did you say? A 12-inch tall cup filled to the brim with a hot fudge brownie sundae. You got the ice cream because it's a sundae, and then you got a chili cheesesteak sandwich. What are you supposed to do? You're powerless in that situation. That all sounds amazing. So I feel you. I get it. I get it. Because listen, sometimes with me, I love some of the, like, there's like a few select like bits of like the dairy that beckon to me, and it's whenever I see them, like my friends even know, like sometimes I'll be like, no, I'm so chill, and I'll like say it's over there, like, no, I'm just so chill, guys, it's so chill, I'm so chill about it, it's fine, I'm fine. And then that's how like it'll play out, because I know that I shouldn't, but like, god damn it, I want to. Especially, oh my gosh, one of my favorites is like, you take a wheel of brie cheese, cover it with puff pastry, put a little butter, put it in the oven, maybe make some like candied pecans or walnuts, something, sprinkle that on the top of it. Oh my gosh, I'm powerless. I cannot. I love a good like roasted puff pastry. Brie cheese is so good. Oh my gosh, that's one of the things to me that like really tests me, being like, is cystic acne worth it? Is it worth the risk? I'm thinking maybe. And that's one of them for me, is that, oh gee, that sounds so good. I know, right? Sounds so good. I used to make that, so back before I knew that I was lactose intolerant, I knew ish, but I didn't know how bad it was gonna get, and it got bad with figuring out that like, oh, the acne is part of this. But before that was one of the things that like, if I was going out to like a dinner party, that's like, oh, I'm gonna make this. This is gonna be like, sounds so good. And it's good every time, no matter what. Like, even if the brie cheese is maybe not like the best brie cheese or whatever the heck, I don't know, it's all gonna taste really freaking good when you wrap it in puff pastry and you put it in the oven and it's like all gooey and delicious. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be amazing. Low-key tempted to go to, I'm not gonna do it. Tempted. Sounds so good, doesn't it? Let's see. So I'm gonna catch up on checks. I feel like I might have missed a couple things. You drink Lactaid. Okay, so do they have a... Oh, I guess they have the Lactaid milk? Does it have like a Lactaid element to it, like to help you digest the dairy? Or is it just the lactose-free milk stuff that they make? Because I've only ever had Lactaid with it when it's like the tablet form, or just something like that I take with me. So it's supposed to be lactose-free milk. Okay, I see. So it's not like it's not like a medicated something. It's just meant to be lactose-free. Makes sense. You need to do the Lactaid tablet pill things, but you don't. I highly recommend it. Listen, if you think that you're in pain right now with like all the dairy that you've eaten today, you should absolutely consider becoming one of the people that carries Lactaid with them, because I don't know, at least with lactose intolerance, it's like a little bit avoidable if you have the lactase enzyme to help you digest the thing. Because then, I don't know, it seems a little worth it. For me, at least it took me a while for me to learn it. I had to learn that after I discovered that I also had like the acne on top of it. And then by then it was too late. And I'm like, oh man, this sucks. I wish I would have listened to people sooner than now. Because now it's really sucks. So it's not medicated, got it. Also, you also do Fairlife milk, which is also supposed to be lactose free. As you get older, your tolerance for lactose gets worse. That sucks. I don't know if mine might be the same case. I'm hoping that I just happens to like really overdo it with the dairy for the first 25 years of my life. Because I ate a lot of cheese. Love cheese so much. I love cheese. I love dairy. Dairy apparently doesn't love me. Or maybe it's vice versa. Or maybe my body doesn't love dairy. I love dairy. My heart and soul loves dairy. My physical body, not so much. Fairlife is good. It's just expensive. Yes, you do their chocolate milk as a treat now and again. Nice. Oh, that sounds so good. I've just been on like a chocolate kick, and I even mentioned like I bought cocoa powder so that way I could go and make some brownies. Chocolate milk sounds really good right now. I've gotten big into dairy-free milks, obviously, for just avoiding a lot of the other stuff, because I don't think that's just the lactose for me. I think that it's just dairy in general. Anything that comes from dairy products just does it to me. For you, cheddar cheese. It really is the taste of regret. You love it too much. Cheddar cheese is what it is for you? Because for me, it's 100% brie cheese. But cheddar cheese, oh, that sounds so cool. Also, you know what? I can see that, because some of the best mac and cheeses I've ever made have been made using just straight up, like, just chock full of cheddar. Just fill that thing with cheddar and then like toss a little bit extra cheddar on top right before serving, and just like, it's perfect. You end up having too much, and then an hour or two later you get stuck in the restroom and feeling like you're going to die, but you do it every time. You should also consider Lactaid. Listen, it's a game changer to be able to have it's because it's just the lactase enzyme, right? And so it just, I don't know. I feel like it makes sense, and I wish I would have listened sooner, so I'm just repeating that. Anyways, I'm doing art stuff and also chatting, which that's how I do my art streams anyway. So I'm gonna just get my art stuff set up and like on screen and all that, and then like we're gonna keep chatting away. But right now I've just been yapping without like showing the art things that I have, so I'm just gonna get this all squared away. You do the Lactaid cheese, but you also can't help getting Tillamook. Okay, well, hear me out. Like, dude, Tillamook has my favorite there's my art screen, has my most favorite ice cream ever, and I have not been able to find the equivalent of that ice cream in any of the dairy-free options, or even gluten-free for that matter. And for me, it's the Tillamook chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. So freaking good, because it's cookie dough flavored ice cream with cookie dough bits in it. It's so freaking good. I love cookie dough in general. Like, even like my favorite any ice cream that is meant to replicate like cookie dough or cake batter, because like Cold Stone, my favorite flavor of ice cream at Cold Stone was the cake batter ice cream. It's so freaking good. It's deadly delicious. OMG. Dude, I know that they have no business making their ice cream taste that freaking good. Both Tillamook and Cold Stone, like those two flavors, those have me in a chokehold. If we're adding like you got a whole list of like the things that have dairy that like really testing me and my resolve to not eat them. Brie cheese. What is it? Tillamook chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream, Cold Stone cake batter ice cream. Those would be what not, I don't know if that like the top three, but like in the top 10 for sure. Oh my god, those things are it's so freaking good. Also, I love what you said, is very much self-inflicted damage. I get that. Because anytime I even chance it now with eating like a little bit of dairy or gluten, I know. In my head, I know. I'm like, all right. It's worth the pain. It's worth the tears. It's worth the pain. It's all gonna be worth it. And I know going in is like, this is a risk that I'm willing to take. And I know I know that I'm gonna pay the consequences for this later. Holy heck. Oh, Tillamook extra sharp. Yes. Oh my gosh. And yes, it's perfect for chili. Oh, dude. That also sounds really good. I'll be honest, I haven't had as much of Tillamook's cheeses personally, but I don't doubt that they taste so freaking good. And also, if you're saying that the Tillamook extra sharp is like where it's at, I believe you. You haven't had that in like a decade. You haven't had the Tillamook ice cream that I just mentioned. That is exactly the type you like. Cake batter or cookie dough? Oh my gosh, yeah. I don't know what it is for me, but like I love just eating raw cookie dough and raw cake batter. I was 100% that kid, and I still am, even when I bake now. I've never been poisoned by eating raw cookie dough or cake batter, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. And also, I guess to note, whenever I bake now, I do gluten-free and dairy-free baking, so hence why I don't get poisoned in that way. But I still use egg, and I haven't been poisoned that way yet. Knock on wood. Tillamook mint chip is where it's at. Nice, heck yeah. So you really like the mint chip ice cream? I think that Scrunch really likes. I don't know if he likes the same one, but he also really likes mint ice cream stuffs. I think. Oh my gosh, I see. Thank you, Chad, for for mentioning the egg counter. We have a new egg counter with stream, so if anyone catches me saying the word egg, which I feel like I just said it another 3 times in this last sentence, you can add it to the egg counter to see how many times I say egg in one stream. You have a cookie place up in Rockland called the Yummy Cookie. They do chipless chocolate chip cookies. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Chipless chocolate chip cookies. So that sounds really good. Does it make it less chocolatey, or is it chipless? I guess if you're just using a lot of like brown sugar and stuff instead of say like granulated sugar, adds more flavor. How do they make it still like chocolate? Oh, unless they make the cookie chocolate itself. That is also good. Haven't had Cold Stone in like a decade. Oh, okay, so that's what you had mentioned, is that you haven't had Cold Stone in a decade. Got it. As long as you eat it fresh, it's totally safe. Yes, with the cookie dough and cake batter, as long as you eat it fresh, it's totally safe. Yeah. Also, it depends on, I guess, where you're getting your eggs from. Like for me, I used to raise ducks and chickens myself, and so I would use a lot of those eggs, or I'd get eggs from my friends who also would raise their own ducks and chickens. And so it's safer that way instead of buying from, I guess, what is it? Like the massive farms where they raise chickens. half the cake batter for the cake, half for me. Yes, that is absolutely how you have to do it. And like those who say otherwise, they're wrong. They're so wrong. That's like half the fun in making cake is that you eat the batter. That's just a given, right? Like I don't make the rules. That's just how you have to do it. How else are you supposed to know that it's gonna taste really good when it's done? I guess I don't know. You gotta satisfy the gods for that, and like just eat the cake batter and then it'll be fine. Cause like dude, I feel like anytime I've baked, I have to eat some of the cake batter and save it. It's just not an option not to. So wait, is that just a plain cookie? You love chocolate chip cookies, but you don't always want chocolate. So the batter for chocolate cookie is different from just plain cookie. Oh, okay. You see, chocolate cookie dough is very specific. If you get a plain cookie from places, it ends up being a sugar cookie and is very much not the same thing. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. That's like when you cook with alcohol. Half the alcohol is for you. It's like, what was that? What was her name? Oh, it was a meme for a bit. Some lady with a cooking show, and she went to pour, what is it, some vodka or something to make like what, pasta sauce or something? And she said like and 2 shots of vodka, and then the bottle just goes glug 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 glug. Who was that? I don't remember. I remember seeing it around and just like seeing that like, oh, okay. That's why you love making wine braised short ribs. I feel that's wine braised short ribs sounds so freaking good. I love doing like a nice wine braise with lamb leg, or see, I think I've done, I can't remember the other cut of meat. It was another cut of lamb, but I know that I've done with a lamb leg. It makes it so freaking good. Oh yeah, she was making a vodka pasta sauce and she filled the glass. That was hilarious when I saw that. Oh my gosh. Who was that? Does anyone know? Like, what cooking show was that? Was that a real cooking show, or was that meant to be a joke? I feel like it felt like it had to have been a joke to me when I first saw it. It's like, there's no freaking way. Like, why specify how many shots that you're trying to put in this thing, only to just blatantly put way, way more than that? Like, was she going for a comedy? Because, listen, let me tell you, that was pretty freaking comedic. Oh my gosh, I liked that clip a lot. That's a funny one. At first I just wanted to say it was on Food Network, and it was semi home cooking with Sandra Lee. Okay. Dude, that, I wonder where she's at now. I wonder where she's at now after going viral for something like that. 'Cause yeah, that was something. Oh man. By the way, I started doing the art stream. I have started coloring the Mirelurk King here. I'm pointing that way. I should point this way. The screen is that way for you guys. Started painting the Mirelurk King over here, and I think that I'm like getting a little closer to like figuring out how I want everything to look. Like, I like this look, and there's gonna be some parts like this part like down here where you see the line there. It's gonna end up being actually back behind the Polaroid frame, but then other parts like the little spiky spikes are gonna be still sticking out in front of the Polaroid frame. And what I started thinking about when I started doing this is I kind of want all the cryptids to look like they were photographed just out in the wild while they're just doing their thing, and they're just caught on camera type of look. And so I want to see if how I can make that work. I kind of want to add a little bit of a lighting effect is what I'm thinking, like the camera flash maybe going off, and it also kind of works at the color scheme that I'm going for with the Mirror King. Like I don't want it to be strictly what I see here in the reference photo. I want it to seem like we're cryptid hunters that have stumbled upon, we're like hunting, we're trying to identify all the different cryptids here, and so we're tracking them down, trying to find them, and like, oh, we found this guy, and he's doing a little roar because we just walked up on him, just spooked him, and we just snapped a picture before maybe dying a horrible death. Maybe not so horrible to this guy. It would definitely be a horrible death if we did this to the Deathclaw and the other big beasties, but it's kind of what I was thinking I wanted to do with how I was approaching the lighting and the color palettes for this. And I started using this one brush in Procreate, and I really liked it with the effect. So it's kind of like watercolor-y, while still, I don't know, giving me the option to kind of scribble the way that I like. Because I like to scribble still while I draw. I don't know. It's got a nice effect to it. I like it. She's having the time of her life making vodka sauce. Clearly. That is very... that's apparent. That's very apparent. He's coming along so great. You missed last week's stream. Love what I've done. Oh, heck yeah. Dude, thank you. I appreciate it. I wasn't sure with how I was going to approach all the different cryptids. Like, I first started as like, oh, I'm just going to do kind of some sketching of them and see where it goes. And then once I start getting a more comfortable feel for how I want them to look, then I would start coloring everything in. And so I'm glad, like, I started feeling about a bunch more, or like a lot more comfortable with what I was doing with this series, to know like, oh yeah, actually this is how I want it to look, and this is how I want it to be. And so I like it a lot too, because I feel like for me, I want to be very forthcoming with like the process that I have behind making things, because I don't know, man, there's so many ways in this world today for things to like lose their personal touch, especially with the advent of, you know, AI and all that. And so I still want there to be that personal touch to the things that I make, including me working through it on stream and talking about my process and what I'm thinking during, like, while making this stuff. So that's kind of become an important thing for me when it comes to streaming my art streams, and they're not at all very structured, and that's kind of how I want them to be. And clearly other people like it too, so heck yeah. Eventually, and also this is just like the one layer of the shading that I'm doing. There's gonna be another, like, several other layers for color, like the highlights for the scales on this guy, and the reddish pink that he has going on. Yeah. I like how he's coming along. And I'm thinking that I'm gonna save a lot of the colors that I end up using, because I want there to be some similarities between all the cryptids that I end up painting. Sorry, I'm looking at his face to try and understand what's going on with his face scales that he's got going on. I think that it kind of does something like this. I'm just gonna go for that. That seems to make the most sense to me. And I think that also something when it comes to the art that I do is I want it to make sense when you look at it, and like if you know the anatomy, I guess, or the design of the cryptids, I want my drawings to reflect that. Because clearly, as with anything that is Bethesda related, somebody spent a lot of time with getting the design just right with how they wanted it, and like learning and studying a bunch of different creatures. Like I thought it was so cool, just like on this same note, I thought it was so cool when I was watching or like listening to an artist friend of mine talk about the process behind making a creature that he made for a video game. And this guy is none other than Jonah Loeb, and so he was talking about making the Deathclaw and the design that went into it, and like the different aspects of like why the Deathclaw features like this versus, you know, why it's not something else. And it's just so fascinating to me. And so I feel like, to me, when I'm going through and painting all these different cryptids, is that it's become an important thing to me to kind of to respect the design of the creature first and foremost, I guess, while I'm going through and making these tarot cards. It's become an important enough thing to me. You know, this is still my work in progress, but the blue with the shading makes it feel like the blue hour on a full moon, if that makes sense. You dig it? Oh, heck yeah. I totally get that vibe too. It does feel like that, like that blue hour, and it's kind of what I was going for, because I imagine that this guy was just, like, you snuck up on him, and it's like, maybe was it like twilight hour, and like suddenly there's like that, suddenly you're there, and suddenly you got a camera and the flash goes off in his face. And that's kind of what I had in mind when I was picking the color palette here. And so I liked that. I liked having that type of effect with it. Yes, dude, I know, right? I like this. I think that, especially like with how I'm approaching the design of the tarot cards in general, I like that it's the Polaroid frame, right? So underneath it all, you got that Polaroid frame, and it just feels, I want it to feel like we're cryptid hunters. Because I think that Bethesda has an official Fallout tarot card deck, but it's just kind of any and all characters, I think, in general, like select characters throughout all the different games. And so something that was that I wanted to really do with this one was to make it like, it's like, no, we're focusing on the cryptids and the baddies within Fallout. That's what this focus will be. I can't wait to start adding all the highlights of it. Let's see, what does this guy have going on there? Got kind of like some scales going on. Let's see, I want to do something like that. What is going on here? It's got something like triangle shape-ish. But yeah, just out of curiosity, for those that are in chat today, how many people also like Fallout that are here? So I know that I haven't ever really I haven't streamed Fallout specific stuff. I know that I talk about it all the time, but I'm curious. I think I know that a lot of Wastelanders have, right? I'm also always surprised, like, even when people also really like Fallout, that they maybe don't know as much about the cryptids and such, or maybe don't have as much of the fascination that I have with the cryptids. But then sometimes other people really do, and it's just so awesome, I think. And I think that it's just something that, like, I've taken to a lot within the world of Fallout in general, is just really liking the creature design, because they get in depth, especially when you look at the art book for it. Oh my gosh, it makes some pretty freaking cool. There's a bunch of really cool, like, references for all the concepts and such. Seems like a pretty cool song in the background. Huh. Bump up the volume on that just a touch. I still cannot get over this guy's little, like, handlebar mustache that he's got going on. Oh yeah, some dramatic music playing. I like that. But does anyone that's hanging out in chat tonight have any fun plans for the weekend? Anyone crafting anything cool? Anyone doing anything really cool? I know that I want to try and do, I want to try and get some more I want to try and do some more stuff with getting my crafting stream stuff set up. So I'll be looking at that this weekend, which I'm really excited for. We figured out what was wrong with my camera, which is really good news. So I can finally have, like, a semi-professional camera again, be able to capture nice video of my crafting and all that. Because I also have posted some crafting videos over on the YouTubes. I want to do more of it, of my crafting specific stuff eventually. Eventually I get around to making some pretty cool projects. That looks like about what's going on with this guy's head here. I think I only have just a couple more. I think just the head there, and then this guy's shoulder, and then I'll be going in. I think I'm gonna start doing some highlights for all the scales that he's got going on. I was wondering what the next song was going to be. Oh, you wanted to tell me the journal that I bought from you used as an example to sell 5 more journals at the event you vendored at last weekend? Oh, heck yeah! Oh my gosh, that's so awesome! I'm so glad that that got you more sales, and that I'm glad that you got so many sales at that event, dude. That is so awesome. I love that for you so much. Like it sounded like that event was really freaking cool. from everything that I've heard, from the stuff that you guys have told me about, and the posts that you've made, oh man. But specifically, was it like I noticed that you're using examples of what you can do with that journal, which also, for those in chat, Valhalla here makes some really freaking cool stuff and is like an awesome leather worker. Like, she's truly awesome. And also, because now you've mentioned it, I'm gonna go show off your journal again. So this is the journal. You see, move it on over to the screen. This is the journal that Valhalla, that's in our chat here, has made. And she's like a professional prop maker. She's awesome. She's amazing. And so she also does kick-ass leather work too. There's like the binding side of it. And I took this and went and turned it into, first it was the stamps that I would collect in Japan at the various different train stations. And then it started to become a junk journal from when I visited Japan, and all sorts of things that I collected while I was out there. And it just keeps going. There's so much to it. And then I think, what did I end up doing towards the end of it? I think it's all just specifically Japan. Oh, I think I mentioned this on stream at some point. Let me go to this page. This place has the most has an egg statue that they have this whole thing. I forget. I think I mentioned this another time on stream. I could not remember it, but the eggs are specifically boiled in volcanic water, and it turns the shell of it black because of all the minerals, I guess, in the water. And you can have a hard-boiled eggie after going up to the top of that mountain in Japan, and it's just like a whole thing, and there's like a big egg statue, and you know that I was all about it. Oh, I have other stuff too. Got some like wasteland type stuff. Oh, her leatherwork is amazing, dude. Her leatherwork is so freaking cool. This is not the only journal that I have of Valhalla's. So I have to always shout her out. Yes, junk journal. You don't think you would ever have thought of that, so I'm glad that you shared it with us. Oh, nice. Heck yeah. I know. I wasn't planning on it being a junk journal either, but I was just started collecting the stamps and all that, and then like after I got back, I was like, oh, like I only filled, I think, up until like this many pages, that many pages with stamps, and so I was like, I want to use this for other things, and so I turned it into a little junk journal. Which, for those that are also into journaling and stuff, if you haven't ever considered doing a junk journal, like it feels very whimsical, and I love it so much, and I think that I would recommend more people get into junk journaling, because it's just, I don't know, it's so fun to me to be able to go somewhere and then just collect collect the papers and little trinkets and stuff and save it to put in one of those junk journals. I love it so much. You got another egg counter. It really was a selling point at the event. Heck yeah. People loved the idea of using it as a travel journal. Oh, dude, I think it's perfect for that, and it's perfect for just anything that, like, it's the perfect base journal for, like, I think I have another one, like, it was also a travel journal, but it's specifically for writing in it, and it's just, Valhalla does some killer leather work. Oh my gosh. And it doesn't just stop there with journals. Like, she makes some kick-ass freaking leather work. It's so cool. Like, I think that she even has like an Instagram, which I will promote to you in my stream. I think it's Vault in Valhalla. It's just so, you make so much cool stuff. I think that you posted an apron recently. Like, oh, your aprons look so cool. You're too kind. For my friends, always. I think that it's something that's, we need more community in this world. What am I trying to, What is going on with this guy's head? See, there's some shading there and then some shading here. I think I like that. Yeah. Oh. I don't know how I'm gonna approach doing the highlights just yet. Feeling a little bit like it's a little daunting. But also, I think that I'll be able to figure out what's going on there. Oh, it's part of the... I see now. Yes, that's Chad's apron from over 4 years ago. He wore it the whole event as your walking billboard. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh. That was a nice looking apron. I'm so glad that that event treated you so well and that like you got good reception there from like the peoples, and sounds like you got to sell lots of really cool stuff. Oh. You did, and it helped? Heck yeah, dude. Oh, that's so awesome. I love that for you guys so much. Like, that event just sounds so awesome. Let's see, I am not liking focusing on this area right now. For some reason, my brain just is not liking that. I'm gonna move over to the shoulder instead, and maybe I'll come back to that area later. It's just too many little details for me to try and pick up on right now. Let's see. But this though, this will be much easier, I think, for me to try and focus on. How are we feeling about the music, by the way, that I have going on? I feel like I like this song, but I think I might want to change up the vibes for it. Let's see, let's take a look at playing something a little different. I feel like it's not hitting as much as I would want it to. I'm gonna switch it up like that and see if how that does. I think this is the playlist that sounds like they could be anime intros. You have to say this cryptid is giving angler vibes and we love them. Oh my god, it is. Is that why I was drawn to this one? Is that I wanted... Oh my gosh, is that I wanted to like still endure the nightmare that is those anglers in Outer Wilds? Oh my god. That's the subconscious speaking right there. Because I think that there's even... I wonder, do I have it in the lineup here? I know I don't have anything else sketched out yet, but I have at least like reference photos set up for a bunch of other ones. No, I don't have it set up for the angler. The angler is also another cryptid that I am going to be drawing at some point, but this has big angler vibes from Outer Wilds, absolutely. Especially that face, those chompers. Oh my gosh. Those chompers, absolutely. Now that you pointed it out, I can't unsee it. It's got those angler vibes. Dude, those enemies in Outer Wilds, oh my god. Those... They don't mess around. Those ones mean serious business. I think it was my last stream. I like failed epically by not realizing that I was about to still get chomped by them, and it was very loud and very sudden, and they were still there waiting for me. I thought that I would be safe. I was not safe. Enemies, they're just misunderstood. You know what? Fair point. I did wake them from their naps. They were just very, they were just very sleepy and very tired. Maybe a touch hangry. Yeah, I did wake them from their naps. You're right. I was absolutely the catalyst and all that. They did not take kindly to me interrupting their naps, which honestly, fair. You got a good point there. Oh my gosh. Those ones are so... I can't like when I first stumbled upon those enemies in that game, I was so shocked that like it seemed like they were the scariest looking thing ever in that game, and I was not anticipating that at all. Was this one? Oh, this is still one of the... I like this song. No, I didn't realize that these songs would have lyrics to them. I like it. They're all stream friendly, so extra like it for that, so I don't have to risk any copyright stuff. See, I think that the other side, there's gonna be a lot of maybe shading, yeah, on each of the rocks. This song, I can't place it, but it reminds me of a lot of like emo songs, at least somewhat. Like this inspired from a lot of emo kid type songs. I like that. I'm a big fan of it. Alright, let's see. I think what I could do is I could use a whole lot more chaos in how I'm drawing right now. I feel like that's how I put a lot of this ink down to begin with, and I don't kind of got stuck in my old ways with things having to be neatly precise, which I wonder for the fellow creatives that I have that are hanging out in the stream today, I'm sure you guys might get it too, with like, I feel like there's some aspect of digital art that has taken me a while to adjust to for whatever reason, and that is the like kind of wanting to let go of having to control the brush more, because also the brushes, they don't tend to move in like a lot of the ways that I would maybe expect them to, just because I'm not, I went to school as like a traditional artist type of person, so I don't know if anyone here has any personal experience with stuff like that, but I feel like that's what I'm trying to contend with, if that makes sense. It's like kind of an act of letting, I don't know, figuring it out more so along the way instead of expecting certain types of results, I guess. I also know that when I was trying to figure out what I want the art style to start to look like is that I don't want it to rely as heavily on outlines, but I do know that I want there to be some outlining that will be present in like some ways, in some parts throughout this. But otherwise, I'm trying to like work more with the all the color and the shades and the have that be more present in my digital artwork than I typically have it. Or than like different from what I've tried to do in the past when it comes to digital art. Okay. This is not looking so bad. I think that this is panning out well for me, adding a little bit more chaos to each brush stroke and just letting it kind of do its own thing a little bit more. I also don't want to be too shy from having the really dark hues in there. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Alright, I feel like I can go back up here and try and tackle what he's got going on over here. I feel a little bit better, like I'm more dialed in with what I got going on with this. Oh, gosh. Also, something that I've been thinking about recently, just so I know that we got some fellow Wastelanders in chat here. My friends and I are wanting to do a 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse costume, like group costume for Wasteland this year. And we've been chatting it up a lot recently about what each of our like outfits are going to be, and we have each of the different horsemen divvied up between the 4 of us. It's a group of 4 of us, and we've been figuring out like a whole lot more recently of like what we're aiming for, what everyone's getting to make those outfits happen. And so of the 4 horsemen, I will be Death. And I am so excited for this. But like, I'm thinking long, flowy fabrics. I don't want to deviate too far from a lot of the color palette that I tend to use at Wasteland, but also I might still deviate anyways, and to like have more grays in my palette that I use for that outfit. And so it's gonna be really cool. I want to have a lamp and everything. I want to get a scythe, I'm thinking. But otherwise I haven't really like super started on what that outfit will really look like. But I have somewhat of an idea. And so there's gonna be, I have my cowpoke outfit for Wasteland, and also I'm gonna have this outfit for the 4 horsemen that I gotta work on. And so dude, it's gonna be, no matter what it is, it's gonna be really cool, especially because I'm gonna be with all my friends doing this whole big group, and it's gonna be awesome. Oh, let me know if there's anything that I can make. Oh my gosh. Chad, I might hit you up to see about making me some stuff for that. I might. If you're offering, I might. I'll talk to you after stream about it, but like I don't want to like buy a scythe knowing that I'm just gonna be using it for this like costume, you know? I don't know. So like I may or may not ask you to make me a scythe. But also I would probably want it to hold a lantern. I don't know. I don't have enough ideas yet about it. But I will chat with you after stream about it because we're making some pretty big moves with doing this like whole group thing, and I do not want to let everyone else down. So I gotta get my butt in gear and start making something cool because everyone else is making really cool stuff from what I've been seeing, or like getting cool ideas together at the very least, and like buying lots of cool things. I've got a blacksmith and a leatherworker at my disposal. A scythe that can hold a lantern, easy peasy. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. I have a blacksmith and a leatherworker at my disposal, and we can absolutely like do some bartering. Oh my gosh, I can make you guys some cool stuff in trade for your wares. We'll talk after stream about it, but I want to make that outfit look really cool. I don't exactly know what it's gonna look like, but at one point we were even talking about wanting to get all of us getting like little tiny mini bikes, like little dirt bikes, and getting those like what is it, the little like toy horse head that's on a stick, right? And getting that and attaching it to the fronts of all these little mini bikes, and so we could be the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse and have our our trusted steeds. It'd just be so ridiculous. I don't know if we have the disposable income for that, but how funny would that be to see at Wasteland a whole group of people pretending like they're on horseback, which also would have worked. It would also work well for us doing a cowpoke type year, was also what we were thinking. It's like, oh, okay, so we got 4 horsemen of the apocalypse and also cowpokes. I think that would be it would just be really freaking hilarious to do that. If I had the means to do it, I would. I have my trike that I take to Wasteland. I might just still get one and put that on that, just to see. Oh. Okay. I'm doing decent with like the shading that's around here. And I know me, that like once I get a general idea of where the shading is, I've been like this even with even when it comes to doing like charcoal drawings. It's something about the act of like the initial part of getting the blocky shading down has never been my favorite for whatever reason. I love art and I love drawing and stuff. I love the shading part, but the initial blocky shading phase, I don't know. It's like there's like a weird motivation hump that I have to like get over, and then be like, okay, and then it's fine. I can start to do the rest of the drawing for whatever reason. It's not just digital art. It's that way with charcoal too, which both mediums I freaking love, but I don't know, man. There's just something about it for me. There's just always something about it for whatever reason. You just love how all the Wasteland pals just want to help each other look cool and feel their best. Oh, and I love that so much, because like we all want to look so freaking cool in the desert, and I appreciate that you guys are wanting to help me so much. Oh my gosh, I really appreciate it. And I will absolutely hit you guys up after stream about some stuff regarding it, which Also, like I like, hate to say it, 'cause like I started off stream so strong. Like I feel like I'm just kind of like losing the wind beneath my sails right now for some reason. I'm also feeling a bit hungry. I don't think I ate enough before stream, so we got some shading done today. We didn't really get a whole lot. I kind of spent a lot of stream just wanting to talk to everyone, but I think I'm gonna start wrapping up stream a little early. That looks like a face. Which looks like a face? Is there a hidden face, or do you mean the guy's actual face? A joke, what did one plate say to the other plate? Dinner is on me. You can go on and get out. Alright? Just tell the bot to just go on and get. Okay. I'm just gonna... oh, wrong screen. I'm gonna switch this on over here. I didn't do nearly as much, but that's okay. So I think... I'll see how I feel tomorrow. I might do another art stream tomorrow, a bit like earlier on in the day. Possibly. You wish you could send a screenshot in stream chat? You'll have to send it to me after stream just to see, but there's a face in that? Yeah, I guess I don't... I'm looking at it. I'm trying to see what you see. I want to see what you see. But I take your word for it that there's probably something. And listen, I got decent progress done with that. I think I'm gonna have to make up for it with having a stream tomorrow when I'm feeling a little bit like more on top of things. But I guess I'm not gonna like end right now. I just kind of wanted to like not have to use as many brain cells, apparently, I guess. But I appreciate everyone hanging out in stream today, and I appreciate everyone who was chatting me up, and just I seriously really enjoy the community that we are building here, and I just appreciate having all my friends that are watching me make some art stuff and just chilling with me and just chatting with me. And also another shout out to Chad. Thank you so much for all of the work that you did with setting up the new chat commands and getting things like polished up and all of that. Like you're awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and it's just so awesome. I appreciate it. I love you so much. Hey, high five. Yes, high five for Chad. Oh, thank you for the shout out. They were last playing art. I was last playing some art. Yes, I was. Yes. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat some food or something. I don't know. Like turn my brain off for the night. And I hope that you guys all have a great rest of your night. And I'll say it now. I'm probably gonna do an art stream tomorrow, but maybe earlier on. Like, I think today I started around 7 p.m. Pacific time. I think I might do an art stream tomorrow, like around 5 p.m. or so. I think I'm gonna aim for that, just to like, I don't know. I already want to be doing art streams. Oh my god, what is? Soon may the weathermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. I didn't know that this artist did a what is it called? What is this song called? Wellerman. A Wellerman cover. Oh my god, that's so cool. Sorry, that caught me off guard. We just stumbled upon a Wellerman cover of just that is stream friendly. I love that so much. That's a good way to end stream tonight, I think. Even though I'm ending a little bit earlier than I wanted to. I'll take that as a good sign. So I hope everyone has a good night. Oh, the shanty kind of song reminds you of the fact they just dropped the news. They are remaking Assassin's Creed Black Flag. That's pretty cool. Did they... That sounds so cool. You know what? I haven't actually ever played any of the Assassin's Creeds. I played like a tiny, like teensy bit, like whenever I'd go to a friend's house. I haven't actually played it myself. I might have to on stream do some more pirate stuff. I know that, like, I already have one friend who's been trying to get me to play Windrose with him. I might have to do more pirate shenanigans on stream at some point. And also, I've heard so many things with like Assassin's Creed in general, but specifically Black Flag is like a lot of people's favorites. And so that sounds so cool, and I will absolutely look up how, like, or I will look up how, or what the remake looks like. Sorry. The ship combat was just too much fun. Oh man, it's such a great game. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is supposed to be really good. Which, in the lineup of all of the Assassin's Creed games, which one is Odyssey? As someone who has not played Assassin's Creed myself, I know that there's like at least 6 Assassin's Creeds. Is that right? There's something like up, like around that number or so about of them. And Odyssey is the Greek mythos version, like the Greek Isles. Ooh, that's so cool. I don't know why I never really got into the Assassin's Creed games personally. I feel like I would have liked them. I just ended up not. Assassin's Creed New Hampshire is also a great game. I like what Assassin's Creed New Hampshire, it's just Animal Crossing New Horizons. That's oh my gosh, listen, you're not wrong. Assassin's Creed New Hampshire is a damn good game. I like that one too. Speaking of Animal Crossing, I started to play the new update with like the hotel stuff, but I still like I played it for a little bit, but I have not picked it back up yet. And like I should, because I think I have so many more hotel rooms that I could decorate, and I went hard with like the first 2. I think I did 2, maybe 3 of them, with like making them like super pretty and just like very aesthetic. Oh my gosh. You can build an island with friends with this new update. Are you joking with me? In Animal Crossing? You can build an island with your friends with this new update? I feel like you're joking. He's not? Oh my god, this is news to me. What? You can make a friend island? Hold on. Okay, hang on. I gotta look this up. How did I miss that new update? Oh my god. Dude. Up to 12 friends can work on one island together. We could build a wasteland. We can build a wastelands island together. Oh my god. That would be so cool. Alright, now listen, I gotta go get my my Switch back out of its retirement, because that sounds so freaking cool, and I don't know how I missed that update for that, or like the news, or just any mention of it, because that is so freaking cool. But anyways, for stream stuff tonight, eventually maybe I'll have to become an Animal Crossing streamer. I don't know, maybe I might. This sounds really freaking cool, especially if we build a wasteland weekend island. Listen, not gonna say that I'm doing it, but I'm very tempted. Anyways, thank you everybody for joining me for tonight's art stream. I will be live again tomorrow around like 5 p.m. or so. And it's not going to be like a super late stream or anything, but it's going to be, I just want to do more art stuff. I feel like I didn't do enough art stuff tonight. And like that's like partly my bad, but tomorrow, more art stuff. And yeah, I hope that you guys all have a good rest of your night, and I will see you tomorrow if I see you. If not, maybe Sunday for another gaming stream, or just I'll see you whenever I see you. I hope that you have a good night. And yeah. Oh, another joke. Did you know Albert Einstein was a real person? All this time, you thought he was just a theoretical physicist. Okay, that one was actually pretty good. I do like that one. So yeah, have a good rest of your night, friends, and I will see you again sometime soon. Bye!